On this call, we have Kyle McCorkel from Safe Home Offers in Harrisburg, PA. Tell me, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
So let me ask you a question. How long have you been working with Major Scale Agency?
I think we started in mid-March, so it's been about 3 months.
And we're getting close to 3 months. I think after these 30 days, it should be 3 months. Is there anything specific that you like the most about working with Major Scale Agency?
I think you guys are, I think you have a lot of attention to detail. I think that you're responsive, and I can tell that you guys really want to do the right thing and, help out your clients as much as possible.
Thank you. Thank you. I love hearing that. That's one of the things that we strive for, maintaining communication and just making sure that you guys are served and are happy with the service as much as we can, deliver on that end. What are your thoughts about the lead flow and the appointments that you've been getting so far?
So it's been up and down, but it kind of tracks similarly to the way my direct mail has gone and other lead sources. So it seems to be tracking the market. I am getting more leads, from the Facebook and Google ad sources. Way more leads compared to direct mail. And I've talked to a few motivated sellers.
Awesome. And can you, I know that you recently closed a deal, and that, that's a very interesting outlier that doesn't usually happen. Can you delve into how that came about and how that lead turned into a deal?
Yeah, so the outlier is that it was the very first lead. So as soon as we turned the ads on, it was the very first lead was a lady who was selling a pretty nice mobile home. And excuse me. So she was having basically her problem was she was having trouble timing the sale with purchasing her next house. And so she was under contract with a buyer previously for like 130K, and had to cancel that contract because she couldn't find a new place to buy. So she said, hey, I saw your ad. I mean, it would be great to kind of line you up and, have this quick and easy sale whenever I can find a place to buy. So I said, hey, we need to basically make a profit. So I know you had an offer for 130, but we would need to be at 94. And so she actually within a few hours got back to me and said, hey, if I find a place to buy, then I think we have a deal. So I was actually quite surprised because the house didn't need very much work. So yeah, she actually went dark for about 6 weeks, and then she called me up. I was kind of following up, and then she called me and was frantic and said, I found a house. I need to close, by the end of the month or something like that. And she said, is your offer still good? And so I said, yeah, sure. So we just closed, I think it was a week or two ago, and for 94. All we did was a little bit of cleanup, a little bit of trash out, and then we're actually going to list it today for 130.
Wow. Okay. So pretty much what she was initially offered, you guys are going to be able to list it for that amount.
That is the plan. Yep.
Awesome. And what are the numbers on that deal when it comes to the profit that you'll be able to generate? I mean, if you're listing it, I assume it's going to be a long-term profit that's going to come out of that, correct?
So I wholesaled it to, I have a wholesaling business that then I wholesaled to my flipping business, basically. So,
Okay.
so yeah, on the wholesale side, I think I'm making about 9,000. And then on the flipping business, we spent, maybe one or two, like we had to buy a new fridge. That was the biggest expense. So we spent maybe 1,500, call it. And I think we're making, it's like another 5 to 10 in the flipping business as well.
Awesome. I'm happy to hear that. So let me ask you one last question. I remember when you first came on board, you were a little bit skeptical, and we had a conversation then and managed to get you into the program. What would you tell somebody who's listening to this video recording, who's unsure about working with us at Major Scale AI, and whether whether they're a good fit for a program or not?
So I would tell them to give it a shot. Now I think the one thing that I liked is that, you guys are paid per deal. So as long as you have the budget to run the Facebook and Google ads, I think you should feel it makes it lower risk, if I'm only paying per deal. So I can say, okay, well, I'm only gonna pay when I get paid. So
Right.
I think that's a super fair arrangement. And as a business owner who is always looking to minimize expenses, I think it really works out. And
Yep.
I really want to get more deals, and I like that. I like to work with people that I am financially aligned with.
Right.
So that incentive system, I think works out really well.
Thank you. I believe so too. That's what we're doing. What we're doing. Make sure that everybody wins.
Yep.
Uh, yeah. Well, this wraps up the success interview.
Yep.
Everybody, this is Kyle McCorkel with Safe Home Offers over at Harrisburg, PA. If you know anybody that needs to sell their house fast, what's that saying? Better dial Kyle.
Better dial Kyle.
Better dial Kyle. There we go. Awesome.